how are you doing?
I am just fine. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
You know, I had a friend. So I gotta scoot this back some because I got a big tush. Every time we would talk, I would say, "How are you?" He would say, "Blessed," and
Highly favored.
no, he would just say blessed. And then he would ask me, "How are you?" And you remember that old gospel song, "I'm better than blessed, praise the Lord." And actually, he called me like 2 weeks ago, and we had the same exchange. So that was years ago, and we were still maintaining the same little, jargon. I got a good vocabulary.
What?
Jargon. How many people really use jargon?
A lot of people.
Like in our circle?
Probably just you and me.
Yeah, I think sometimes I make conversations more difficult than they have to be because I'll be all, I couldn't go outside. I'd be reading at home reading that encyclopedia.
Mm-hmm. I used to have word of the day for the boys.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I really used to look at the encyclopedia, read it because I like to read when I go to the bathroom. That's something that started years ago, and I still do it to this day. But I go be on Facebook.
Oh, wait a minute! I said I was going to do this episode with no glasses.
Oh shucks, okay.
What my eyes look like?
She got Betty Davis eyes.
I'm gonna try.
But no, don't open them like that. You can just.
I can't help it. Everything looks funny.
You can put your glasses back on. If you can't see.
I wanna not have glasses too.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Like I'm excessively blinking.
Let's do some housekeeping.
Yes.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe to me. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to me.
I don't think that's a song.
What? How I go? Subscribe to the Lord. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to me.
She ain't gonna bless us, I'm gonna tell you. No, but seriously, like, share, subscribe, comment. Yes. We do a live chat every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. You're more than welcome to come. We shout out our super fans who are dedicated and diligent for showing up every Wednesday at 8 and chatting with us. It's a lot of fun, too.
Yeah, it is fun because we're interacting. We can't interact until we get our 1,000 subscribers.
At this rate, we'll get them by 2025.
Yeah, in 2025, we'll interact with you that way. But until then, we'll live chat with you.
Right.
As this is airing.
You know what it reminds me of? AOL. You remember AOL room? AOL used to have rooms, the chat rooms.
I never went in the chat room.
Honey, I used to have so much fun in them chat rooms. Oh my gosh.
Remember the party line on the telephone?
No, I ain't never do that.
Yeah, I never do that. Now I definitely.
No, Alice was on that phone bill, honey. She was even if you give her the money. Where you get that $1.99 from? No, she wasn't playing that. Mommy don't want.
Yeah, I know. I used to listen in on them, and man.
Well, what they be in there talking about?
I don't even know. Whatever it wasn't of interest to me. But I used to catch my sister on the chat line. Her and her friend at the time, they had no business on the party line. Yeah, Mika. Since you put Tamika out there, I'm gonna have to put you out there too, Quita. Tamika and Quita, y'all out there on that party line, and y'all know Grandma ain't like y'all on the party line on that party line.
Unless Jesus on that main line. Tell him what you want. Call him up there. Tell him what you want.
Yes.
All right, so we have, I think, a very interesting topic tonight. Yes. And it kind of spills over from the premiere episode of Insecure. And we were talking about the relationship, friendship between Molly and Issa,
Yes.
and how, they're in this awkward stage. And I was like, we should talk about that because we've been through it, and I know other people have been through it, and people are probably going through it now.
Right.
Where
True.
you're really, really good friends, but then there's a disconnect. And sometimes you don't even know what the disconnect is. Sometimes you do know what the disconnect is, but it's just disconnected. Sometimes you just need a break.
Yes.
So,
I ain't saying it like that. No, I'm just saying, yes, you do need a break.
I already know that people can only take me in doses. We know this. We know that. You get too much of Missy. You in trouble.
There's only certain people. That's only
you get too much of Missy. You in trouble, baby. It is an overdose. And what's that stuff they give to people with opioid? They give them the shot.
An EpiPen?
No,
shoot.
That's for allergies.
I'm sorry.
What's the good thing you don't know? That means you're not on opioids.
I didn't know. Oh my God. Did I tell you about this episode? Not the episode, but speaking of opioids, my back problem, I went to the pain doctor and they was trying to prescribe me. And I kept telling them, no, I don't want them. And they was pushing them on me. So finally I said, okay, fine. Give me the prescription. So they want to keep drug testing me. I said, B, I ain't taking none of the pills. I done took and told you. I don't do
what did you
opioids.
do with the pills?
I threw them away. And you want to know why? Because I don't want nobody out there saying they're going to sell my opioids to nobody and nothing coming back to me or to my taking them, they all hooked on some drugs. I threw them things away.
Child.
But I told her no, and they kept on trying to push me on. And they just asked me, I said, sir, don't give me no pills.
I got lean.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I had to take it. It was when I had surgery. And it literally, it's liquid. It's liquid opioid. It's Oxycontin liquid. Ooh. And you drink it, and within a matter of seconds, I'm at the time, the guy I was dating, he was a good nurse when I was sick. So he'd be like, he said, what you want to do? I was like, I'm going to watch a movie. So it's time for you to take your medicine. I said, I'm going to take it when we watch the movie too. He said, you ain't going to watch no movie. Give me my medicine. And I said,
see?
Within 45 seconds, I'll be young.
No.
But I took
one,
go to sleep
one time when I was in a car accident, and they sent me home with their pills. Actually, it was Percocet.
What is Percocet?
I took a Percocet.
That's a narcotic.
And, my mother, honey, she took them things away from me. By the time she came in, my grandma was like, Gabby, go get this girl. I was leaning off the floor. I took all my clothes off. I'm hot. It's hot in here. I was on the couch.
Oh, you was
off
my grandmother.
Yes. My grandmother was like, oh, look, Gabby. My mother came on there. She said, where the pills at? She said, give me the pills. Now take them on the pills. Give me the pills. So from that point on, this was years and years ago. No more Percocet, no not. When they offer me that, no, I don't want them.
Yeah, I get sick of Percocet.
Yes. But anyway, sorry, we getting derailed. Get back.
But sometimes you gotta get on drugs to get your friendships back together. I don't know. I'm gonna give her some of this lean. Okay, so what are some of the tools you can use to get your friendship back on track once it has kind of derailed?
Right. First and foremost, you gotta have that hard conversation.
Yes.
You got to. It's gonna take for somebody because everybody is not going to be willing to be quiet. Everybody is not gonna be willing to take that leap forward.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about one of our hard conversations. Because I really got mad at you. And I was so mad at you, I couldn't talk to you in the moment.
When?
When you cut the hair off my
Oh, no, you know that made me cry. I hurt my friend by doing an act that I didn't think was a big act, but it was actually a big act to her. And
it's a Leo thing.
And she told me, and it was a control thing.
No, I said a Leo thing. I don't know about control.
Well, because you told me it was controlling.
You're right. That could be it. But a friend Tanya, you made the podcast.
Hey, Tanya.
Hello, Leo. We're giving LaWanda a break this week. We'll hold it the topic. I don't know. She might.
Well, you know what?
Tanya will pull out my gray hair.
Oh.
And I told her, stop pulling my gray hair out. Stop.
She want to make you bald.
Exactly. I got a lot of gray.
So, but Tanya, don't touch my grays, please. Thank you.
So, and I had to have a conversation with you because it was bothering me.
I never thought that I didn't think that bothered me.
Well, I guess we should tell them what happened. We were driving along. We were on our way to Ohio to see Jeffrey Osborne.
Were we going or coming back? That wasn't Jeffrey Osborne.
Yeah, it was Ohio. It definitely was.
Were we going?
I can't remember if we was going or coming back, but it was the Ohio trip.
Okay, the Ohio.
Going or coming. And I have a hair that grows on my arm. It's like a gray hair that just grows straight out. And guess what? It's another one right here. Look.
I'm not touching it. I don't want no parts of it.
So, I was driving. I was driving, and I don't know how we got on the hair, but she plucked the hair. And I said, ow! Leave my hair alone. Then, I'm driving. I must have was driving like this.
Hold on, Mickey was in on it too, though. Don't be just mad at me, because me and Mickey was like, let's cut it.
Oh, she was? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Michelle, you done made podcast.
I'm sorry, man.
Well, see, Michelle got you to do the dirty work because this one.
Well, Michelle ain't do it.
Michelle.
It wasn't her. It's all on me. Put it all on me. I did that.
Tyra took the scissors and just snipped the hair off. And I was like, why would you do that? What would make you think that was okay? And I was really upset, but for me, when I'm very upset, I don't like to address things because sometimes it'll go left if you're upset. So sometimes you gotta give yourself, for me, I have to give myself a cooling off period where I can where I process what I'm really feeling and not acting off of emotion. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong.
True.
They act off emotion
right.
And someone's calling, and I'm hoping that it doesn't shut down the video. But I don't think it does. Anyway, they don't take the time to process exactly how they feel and what made them upset about that moment. Because if you're honest and you just communicate with somebody, you really can't be mad if you communicate in a respectful way. You may not always agree with what the person is saying, but if someone cares enough for you to have a conversation with you to save your friendship, I call that a real friend.
Right.
Because if they didn't care, they'd just be like, oh, baby. And call it a day.
Right. So she, after a few days, she called me. Or we were talking, I don't know if I called her or something, we were on the telephone. And she said, I have something I want to talk to you about. She said something that's been bothering me, that's been on my mind. And I was like, what? And I was like, what is it? And she was like, well, I don't know how to say it. Then she came out and she said, I felt like did you say I violated you or
it wasn't like a violation, like you assaulted me, but to cut someone's hair, even if it seems insignificant to the cuttee might have a fond bond.
Clearly she did.
With her hair.
She had a bond with that hair. And so she had been growing it for a while.
It grows out and then it goes away
And so she told me how she felt, and that it really it bothered her that I did that. And at first I thought she was joking, but then she was like, "No, I'm serious." And so
because I be on joke time a lot.
And so I apologized and I apologized profusely, and then I started crying because, and I'm getting ready to cry again now.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, this is a good podcast. Yes.
I'm
Hold
sensitive.
on. Can you do a Candace cry?
But I never want to do anything to intentionally hurt somebody I care about.
Oh.
And so I cried.
Oh.
And I apologized. And from that day forward, I never touched the hair on her body.
Well, the moral of the story is don't touch anyone's hair.
Don't touch anybody's hair. Look. Candace. But yes. It bothered me a lot, and I don't like that. I don't like to hurt. I don't like to hurt people.
Yeah, I know last year's episode of Insecure where Issa and the guy had come over to the house and they were having game night, and Molly had texted and kind of said, well, see, I'm trying with her. And she accidentally sent the text to Issa. Mm-hmm. And Issa's feelings were real. I was ready to cry for Issa then because it seemed like Issa was trying, but Molly just was in a funk. And I don't think it had anything to do with Issa, really.
Yeah, and I don't think so either. I think she was going through whatever she was going through.
Yeah, I think it was a personal thing. And she just was over Issa, over everything. But it just kind of manifested towards, or was directed towards Issa, because they always say you hurt the person closest to you because they're the person closest to you. But I remember another time it was a little more serious, and we had to go eat because food cures everything. But I thought we was real adult about that.
I think so too.
And again, people can learn from just talking. All you gotta do is talk. Mm-hmm. Because it was for me, it was major. Because we really went from talking every day, like 3 or 4 times a day, to not talking at all. And at a point, I was fine with it. Because sometimes she'll stop talking to me, but be like, okay.
When I stop talking to you?
You want me to count?
No.
Okay.
Don't keep it count.
Oh, yeah. I document.
Lord.
But this time, it was like, oh, no, I'm cool with not talking to her. And I would have stayed cool for a while. But then, Missy. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know how we ended up talking. We were talking, but it was very, like Issa and Molly. That you remember the brunch they went to, and they like talking, they like, oh, hey, how you doing, girl? Oh, yeah. It was very superficial, very surface. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you want to go to Pancake House? That's like the Greasy Spoon.
Yeah, Greasy Spoon.
I said, because I think we need to talk.
Yeah.
Because by this time, I'm able to articulate what hurt my feelings, why, I'm not reaching out to you, and then you're able to do the same with me.
Yes.
And we were able to get over that. It really chalked up to, we're going to agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. Because in that situation, I don't think either one of us was wrong. It's just a difference of opinion. Mm-hmm. Like how we move in life. But I don't think, there are going to be people who say, oh, you was right. And there are going to be people who say, you was right. And right. I think nobody's going to say, you're not going to get a majority to say somebody was wrong in that situation. It's just how you move differently. And my feelings were hurt. And when my feelings get hurt, I like to let people know they hurt my feelings. Because that's just who I am.
And me and my feelings, sometimes I just say, I don't care. And I just go on by my business and just act like the person just, it is, it's over, it's that. But at the end of the day, we were adults about it. I'm certain that others may have thought that, the friendship is done. They're not going to do anything. But if you're adult enough, or if you be friends with somebody long enough, and you know the person, you have to learn you have to learn that person. You have to learn, and you're either going to accept them for who they are and deal with them, or not accept them and sever ties or whatever. But if you care about the person, then you can talk it out,
right?
And not even saying that we may not disagree again, but the whole thing with us in our friendship is that we are we always
we are total opposite,
and it's so funny and it's so weird that we are so total opposite, but yet
welcome to Two Peas.
But yeah, we all day, every day, we could pick up the phone call or whatever, or even be on the phone for a long time, like you with your old timey movies and stuff like that. Like a lot of stuff, But we do have a lot of things in common too.
Right.
So I guess that's what makes the friendship a little, maybe like different. And people on the outside, they might not understand it. They
really don't. And like the last time you broke up with me,
for what I think was justified, but go ahead. But I digress. I'm going to digress.
I want to revisit that after we get off. Because I never knew why you broke up with me.
Yes, you did. We talked about it.
No, we did not.
We did at breakfast.
Not that one. I'm talking about the other one. The last breakup. The last breakup, you cut me off. You just cut me off. And I was like, well, what did I do?
That was and we talked about that at the pancake house.
No. That wasn't.
I broke up with you after the pancake house?
Yes.
After we talked?
I thought so, yes.
You must have just thought so. Because I don't
remember it was the whole scenario around your birthday, around your 50th birthday.
That's what I'm talking about.
We talked
that's when we talked about the pancake
house. Oh, okay.
House.
I thought
all of that was then.
That was then. Okay.
Yeah. That was the same thing. I haven't broken up with you in 2 years.
But at that point, I made a decision. And my decision was, she's my friend, so I'm going to keep her as my friend. I wasn't going to share you with my other friends. Just like, I just wanted to kind of keep the lines. Because for that situation, I didn't know what had really occurred. Mm-hmm. And I just said, because I had wrote you off. I was like, this is like the third time she done broke up with me. Mm-hmm. And, breaking up with me like that. Yes, they do, but no, they don't. So I had said, okay, I'm done with this because I was like, I don't do friendship like this. I don't have, I never have friends that I be getting into it with. So this was kind of foreign to me. So I just said, she'll be because I'm getting flack from other friends like, okay, you're confusing us because I was like, well, I'm not confusing you. She's not talking to me. What am I supposed to do?
Well, okay.
So
and in that instant too, because at that point that was like honestly that was a breaking point with me because that was like a life-changing time with me where I had made a decision to deal with certain things and to not deal with certain things. So at that point, and with me, even with us, breaking up.
Not us breaking up. You broke up with me.
Well, when I broke up with you. Since you want to say that.
We like Melody and Martell.
And I think we both were. Had we not had that conversation at the pancake house, I don't think that we would be here today. I honestly don't think that.
Wouldn't.
Because I think we both were okay with going our separate ways. But
what I tell, if people want chocolate cake,
well,
I give them chocolate cake. They don't want to talk to me. I don't be forcing nothing.
And again, we both were okay with that. But again, sometimes it's not up to us. It's up to a higher power that said, "Hey, put them back together. Let them have this conversation."
Well, you know what really got us back together.
Well, who died?
Your father. Because we really wasn't back on regular.
Oh,
track.
we weren't. Yeah, we were okay. We
were like,
we had the conversation.
Right. And
here's the thing. And then we were at that awkward.
Right. We was at the Issa Molly thing. Yeah.
Play.
You're like, oh hey girl, hey. Oh, okay. Well, hi. Okay.
Oh,
all
what
right,
you doing
girl.
today?
All right.
Okay.
Well, you have a good day.
Hey.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Praise
all
the
right.
Lord.
All right. Okay.
So, but when your father passed away, I just kicked into friend mode because that's what you're supposed to do with your friends.
Right. And I kicked into ordering her around mode because that's
how we started off.
That's how we do.
Flunking
that's what we do.
Flunking.
Hey, look, I need you to set up the repast for my dad's funeral while we get the funeral. And I need you to set up the repast. Here's everything.
And I need the program, no cloud.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me call Missy because I need a program. Right. And we were back. Yes. Look, barbershop too. Back.
But I think that's what friends like. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Tyra's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And we're gonna always make mistakes. We're gonna always make somebody else mad. It's just how you handle or carry yourself while you're on the outs when your friend breaks up with you. You like and we even had outside friends called like what's going on with y'all? I was like, oh,
yes,
we're friends. We're friends.
And they're like, nah, because y'all ain't because everybody was so used to seeing us together.
And we were unfriended. I unfriended her on Facebook.
Oh yes, she did. Oh my God. I said, well, why'd you do that? Well, I figured we'd just be friends in real life.
No, that's not what happened.
You
had blocked me.
No, I didn't. I didn't block you. You
had blocked me from seeing your post. Because I was in Vegas with my other friends who are friends with her, and they're telling me about the post. Well, so when I go see the post is not there. So I was like, oh.
I did. I shared it with everybody, but I excluded her. And it wasn't because I was mad at her, but it was because she always used to make these comments that would make me wonder and try to figure out why she always going against me. So I figured, let me not post anything that's gonna cause some type of controversy. And then I forgot.
Oh well, then there you have it. So
I forgot to undo her. It was like one post that I didn't want to have any controversial type thing, and I forgot to take her off, and that was it. And then I said, well, what can she? What she said? I said, what are you talking about? And so when I went and I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, because you had called me. You had called me because it's about the job and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, by the way, I unfriended you.
And I said, well, why? And then when she told me why, and I was like, why would you do that? That makes no sense. I didn't block you. And she was like, yes, because such and such. Oh, Lawan, you made the post again. You made a podcast again. Lawan was talking about you and looking like Diane Carroll or somebody. Who was it?
It was something. You posted a memory of your job of you at work, and she thought you had started the new job.
Okay, and that wasn't even the case. It was just an old shared memory or something.
Right.
And so when she said that to me, I was like, what is she talking about? I didn't block her. But then when I remembered when she said that, and I went back and was looking, I said, oh snap! After that, it was really only supposed to be one post that I didn't want to have her go on back because I knew it was going to cause a bickering with me and her on Facebook. I forgot.
Was the post?
I can't remember what it was, but it was something that I definitely knew that you would make a comment that was going to have me go on back and forth. Like we normally do.
Hold on.
And I think I wasn't in the mood for it.
Okay. Well,
but that was it. But I didn't. But I forgot to undo it. And if you don't change it, if you don't go back and change it, it stays like that.
And we didn't become friends again until recently. Because I would forget to tell her stuff. And I'll be like, oh God, look, I post all this stuff. You
you talking about Facebook
on
friends.
Facebook
yes.
friends, yeah.
So she comes up with this idea of, I'm not friends with you on Facebook, but we can be friends outside of Facebook. But
we're real life friends.
Right. But then she calls me to tell me what she posts on Facebook.
Right. It's just
it made no sense. It was too
crazy.
confusing.
Yeah. It was.
So then she's like, just forget it while we're on the phone. I'm sending you a friend request again. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
so no, when stuff like that hurt when my feelings get hurt, I just I'll let because I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
I've already apologized to you in
yes,
private.
You have.
So
yes,
I'm
you
gonna apologize to you.
You don't have to apologize. We good
for hurting your feelings.
Well, thank you.
Your hair. That keeps making me cry. I really don't. You guys, I know I put on this strong exterior, but I really am a sensitive person.
I don't know about that, but I don't know if you're sensitive.
Well, I'm caring or something.
You are caring.
Yeah, I'm something, y'all. I'm something.
We all are something. That's the problem. We ain't figured it out yet.
Yes.
But I guess basically what we're saying is if you have a friendship that you care about, it is worth the hard conversation. You have to have the hard, difficult conversation and just in a respectful way share with her. Can nobody make you apologize for how their action made you feel?
Right.
And as a friend, you have to accept. You might not agree, but you have to accept, okay, I hear you. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I hear you. And that was not my intention to, hurt your feelings or whatever. So hopefully Issa and Molly will work it out since this is the last season. Yeah. I really like Insecure. I'm sad to see it go. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a show that I really relate to because Issa is so messed up, confused, and weird, just like us. I'm not just pointing at her. I'm pointing at me too.
Well,
so, she is really funny. She's really funny.
Mm-hmm. I think like you said, and also, we've been friends since we've been on the show since 8th grade, middle school. Mm-hmm. It's some years between us, so we gonna have our ups and downs or whatever. But let's just, God willing, it'll last. Last.
Nothing but death can keep me from it.
Now we're gonna have a conversation off the podcast because now stuff makes sense for what you just said.
I knew it, but the conversation's gonna come up anyway. I was just waiting until it came up.
Oh, so you knew I was going to ask.
I'm surprised you ain't asked already. I'm surprised you ain't asked.
It makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense now.
Because I was getting...
But I told you too. Grief. Also, you said what?
I was getting grief. They was like, either she in or she out. I don't have no control over that. It's confusing. Okay. I know how to handle this. This is my friend.
Now I think that's a little bit unfair, because
I know. If you think it's unfair, it's difficult for me because I am Miss All Inclusive. And it's just a decision that I had to make in order to for my offline, we can get more into it, and you might not agree, but you'll understand where I'm coming from. Okay. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I understand. I noticed it, but hey, it is what it is. What can I say? Like I said before, you gotta be okay with not being included.
Well, you be doing your thing.
Everybody should be.
You be doing your thing.
I do my thing. You do your thing.
Mm-hmm. We do our thing.
Everybody thing. But yes, again,
bottom line is communication.
If you have a person who you've been dealing with, I mean, sometimes it's worth the fight if you know that you really cared about that person. Sometimes it's also worth the peace of mind to go your separate ways. You just gotta know
when to hold them and when to fold them. Kenny Rogers #.
Yes.
So, yes. I think this was a good episode.
Can we talk about Issa and Lawrence? Like, that ticked me off.
Well, that's not the topic of this episode.
I know, but I'm just letting you know if anybody see it.
Well, maybe we can have that for, maybe we can do a series during the last, even if we have different topics, we'll do like
we'll revisit it.
Right, we'll review
Insecure
for this last season.
Yeah, we can try that.
Because it is noteworthy. They, stuff be happening and stuff that's relatable. And come on, Issa, he having a baby, but we can work through that.
But can we really?
We can.
Okay. It has happened.
It happened to me. Almost. If the baby was his. Ooh, but the DNA said it was not. #no shade. #facts.
Okay.
But I was willing to, if I was going to forgive him and accept him, I had to accept this baby.
Yeah, I can see you.
And then I do. You know I collect kids.
I can see you doing that.
Just be one of the babies. But that's that really can be a topic. That can be a topic. All by itself.
Yeah.
All by itself. We probably will make that a topic when they address it on the show.
Yes.
We'll do that.
We'll do it then.
Talk
about it then.
So until next time, we need you all to like, share, and subscribe. We're up to, I think, 50. We only need 950 more. Somebody being Patty. I remember when I was on Facebook, it was either my 1,000th friend or 3,000. I can't remember. But I had put a post up and was like, yay, I made it to 1,000 or 3,000 friends. Why somebody go and delete me and drop it down? Like 3,500. It must was 1,000. I have like 3,500 Facebook friends. They all
that many people.
Honestly, and this is the God honest truth. About 75% of the people I actually know and have interacted with. 25%, it's like, okay, they meet the mutual friends requirement.
Oh, okay.
And, I'll say, well, they somehow connected to me. But 75, because, I talk to everybody. Mm-hmm. And then from skating, from growing up, from kickball, I'm a social butterfly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, what's that? That's a chicken.
That's a chicken. Bark. Oh, chicken don't bark. This is a butterfly.
Barking chicken.
This one is a butterfly.
I guess. Anyway, can y'all like, share, and subscribe?
Yes.
Please. Comment. See you on Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
Live
place
chat.
to be. Even
live chat. We're going to live chat it up. Live chat it up.
Yes. So, I hope you're pleased.